Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Club Merrylands for the 24-25 Bowls New South Wales Champion of Club Champions Singles. It's finals day and we're kicking off our streaming with the women's final. While that's being played, we have two matches on the other rinks. The men's semi-finals about to kick off as well, and then this afternoon we'll be bringing you the men's final. We're down as a 1 o'clock scheduled start for that match. That will vary a little bit depending on just how quickly these matches proceed. All right, so we're about to get underway with our final. Natalie Lewis of Merrylands. She has the mat for the first end, taking on Annabelle Teague, representing West Dubbo. Men's semi-finals over in the other rinks. Darren Morrison of Carlingford taking on Jack McShane of Merrylands. And David Govan of Beresfield up against Hemi Palmer of Edelong. Natalie's rolled the jack right into the middle of the Club Merrylands logo on the green. Also just underneath the shadow of the light pole. Might be a little tricky to see on your screen. Decent start from both ladies. Of course, we believe that Annabelle Teague will become the youngest ever winner of a state championship should she be successful. I believe that she already is the youngest ever state championship finalist. Natalie just checking who has shot. Marker indicates Natalie holding one. Glorious day here. Perhaps just a fraction cool, the breeze. The sun shining gloriously. A little bit of a contrast to the rain yesterday morning, followed by rather gusty wind. Still a little bit of a breeze blowing. As I said, it is a little cool. Annabelle just a little wide on that line. Just got to settle into her work. Natalie, nice wide line. That will be the shot, so she'll be holding two so far in this first end with one bowl left to play. Annabelle's just going to run past. First end done. I believe it'll be two to Natalie to start proceedings. No, one. Just the one indicated. A little bit narrow with the first one for Natalie. Green conditions. I think a bit of breeze yesterday afternoon and this morning. Greens have dried out a bit. You can see the players taking slightly wider line than they were over the last couple of days. And didn't see as much dew this morning either as we were setting up, so jack high for Nat with her second bowl. Annabelle just going to drift through. Natalie. She's just going to split Annabelle's two bowls at the back. Natalie Lewis holding one shot, two bowls left to play on this end, one for each player. Coming in quite nicely. We'll just sit on her own bowl there. I believe she'll be holding two with that one. Annabelle Teague, I think she'd love to just get this first shot under her belt. Just settle the nerves. Big occasion for such a young lady. Although I think a mum watching on from off the green will be more nervous than Annabelle. Slightly tight line, but she's coming down nicely. Wants the jack. Well, she's got the trail to her own bowl. That'll make a couple, I think. Yep, two shots to Annabelle. So if you have just joined us on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel, we're watching the 24-25 Champion of Club Champions singles. We're coming to live from Club Merrylands. We have Annabelle Teague representing West Dubbo up against Natalie Lewis, Merrylands. Of course, since winning the singles and qualifying for this event, Annabelle has joined Club Merrylands. The host club, plenty to celebrate there. And, of course, their World Indoor Singles Champion, Jack McShane, also down to the last four. And he's up against a player who should also be familiar with these greens here at Merrylands. Darren Morrison, of course, did represent Club Merrylands for a period of time. Well, good bowl from Annabelle. Jack high, though, might just give Natalie Lewis a little bit of a guide. And that's, she's just pulled up a little short. Do think Annabelle may decide to play backhand here, still holding one, according to the marker. A nice draw down. Can get a little change up on this head, trail it back to her own just to tighten it up a little. Wants the inside rub of Natalie's bowl. Well, it's turned it once. Hasn't made Natalie's shot any easier, though. Natalie got her own short bowl. Hasn't done quite enough to get it up for shot, though. One of the possible measure was the advice from the marker. So Annabelle, one bowl to play, comes up to have a look. A shout out to those at Parks Christian School watching on their star pupil, Annabelle Teague. Backhand shot here. Wants to come around Natalie's bowl. Fairly tight line for that shot, though. Wants to miss it. Well, she's gone underneath. Don't think it'll count, but it just does produce a little bit more of a barrier for Natalie. A little bit of danger here if she plays weight. Can get a sour result. Nothing behind for her either, so I think she's just going to have to try and play a backhand around her own bowl to draw a shot. Can get up and over her own. Every chance of that as well. Yep, great bowl from Nat Lewis. Just sneaks through, grabs hold of that jack. Will be all square. Watch Natalie Lewis's last bowl. Just come through, little fade, grabs the shot. Back live. Well, that's a pretty good opening bowl from Natalie Lewis. Annabelle might have just pinched the grass line a fraction with this one. It's just going to run away. The breeze is pushing bowls from right to left on your screen on that angle. Natalie. 2, just a little on the narrow side with this one, but not too much. That'll be 2 to Nat at this stage. Annabelle, her weight on her first bowl was pretty good. She opts to switch over to the forehand side here. And, well, it's going to run away. Didn't quite send that one out. Well, Natalie, pretty well pointed, going to run down, or just didn't quite get the speed. Well, not too bad from Annabelle, just went through. Better place to miss. He's still close to 2 shots for Natalie Lewis, and that's exactly what our marker indicates to Nat for a question. Wants to get around her own. Well, it's just got the little scrape on that bowl. I think she'd have been very close to the jack without that scrape. Annabelle's given this one a lot more grass than a second one. So speed though, it's just going to keep it out. Two removed. Going to have a look at the other ones. No measures. So 2 to Natalie Lewis. Natalie taking the mat right back. And once again, roll the jack right into the Club Merrylands logo. Tom and Ben were out this morning painting that logo onto the green. One of Tom's best finger painting efforts. Well, both players short with their opening effort. Natalie's corrected a little. That'll be shot. Still lots of room though. That's more than 2 metres short. Annabelle, well, she'll get into the logo, so that's the shot. It looks further away on the camera than it does in life. It's probably around about 60 centimetres or so. Natalie's third bowl. I think she's going to grab the jack. Yes. Just trailed it away. Annabelle's going to need a bit over a metre, maybe 1.2 metres on her last. Promotes her own. Natalie holding one. Last bowl for her to come down. Pretty much just needs the same bowl as the last one. It trailed the jack there, so if she has that exact same combination, should finish in pretty much the same spot. Has added a little bit on. I think it's only one at the moment for Natalie. 25 shots up is our match today. So the first player to reach the score of 25 will take the victory. Annabelle looking to draw one in, trailing 2 shots to 4. Just going to be a little past. Annabelle yesterday claimed a couple of big victories, beating Natasha Van Eldick and Sarah Boddington. Wonder whether an overnight wait for the final might have just let the nerves settle in a little. Nat, though, she's settled into this work pretty well. Very experienced bowler. Another former junior as well. Started her bowling career with Warilla. Annabelle's on a good line with this one. Just got a fade on the jack and gone through. Natalie, a little bit more weight on this one, so she'll come in behind. Annabelle doesn't need a big correction here. Needs to make sure she arrives again. Has slightly overcorrected. Seems to be a little on the nervous side this game. Whereas Natalie, she's settled into her work. So we will have score updates on the other two games flashing through on our rolling scoreboard. As markers have just put those scores up, so we will have those in just a moment. Great bowl from Annabelle. Natalie, forehand draw. That'll be 2 shots. Last bowl of the head for Annabelle. She's down having a look. Not too bad to have coach of the standard of Cody Packer in your corner. Just wonder if Cody's got a torn loyalty here. He's might be coach for both ladies. Was Cody Packer the high performance manager here at Club Merrylands? I think is his title. And Annabelle has been playing out of Merrylands for a number of months. She did win the singles at West Dubbo. So she is representing that club in the Champion of Club Champions. You won the club singles, you get the right to go and play in that season's Champion of Champions. Annabelle, a little bit of weight down on the backhand side, wants them both. Oh, well, she's got the whole collection, and I think she's still down a couple. Watch that one go down again. Could have got both bowls. I think she had third and fourth. Looking for both shot bowls. Gets the edge, sneaks through and gets both her own. A little unlucky. Missed the marker's indication there, but she'll update our scoreboard before too long. And Natalie once again going near tee to tee. Confirmation it was 2 last end. So no real damage from Annabelle, just a little bit unlucky not to get a slightly better result. Natalie really has settled into her work quite nicely. Annabelle, she probably needs just to get 1 or 2 bowls in there, just settle the nerves, get the rhythm going. When she gets that rhythm going, start feeling the confidence. Annabelle just needs to run this out, but not going to quite have the speed required. So Natalie, just switch over to the backhand side. Through her own bowl is good. She's going to sit it and stay. Just wonder whether she's just given a little corridor for Annabelle to play through there, or she'll stick to through her own. Probably more chance just to sit on Natalie's last bowl. Come through. There's a couple of options there. Worst result though is just to be half a bowl wide, get the outside, run away, and leave yourself still 3 down. Annabelle sticks with that forehand side. She's already played the last 2 there. Just needs to run her own. And that'll do. Well, maybe a little bit of fortune, but gave herself every chance to score. So 3-7. Annabelle's just shortened the length up a little. And it's a very good starter for Annabelle. Just might start to have that rhythm coming. Natalie, it's just going to run. Meter it a bit through. Good second bowl from Annabelle, just in behind, holding 2. And fairly tight line on this one. Got a bit of weight. Just going to hold out. Gets a touch. Still 1 shot to Annabelle. Interesting, she's opted to switch over to the other side of the green. Just wondered whether stay the same hand. Last bowl there would have counted anyway. A bit long, you draw down to Natalie's bowls. Natalie can just reach here. Don't know whether Annabelle's blocked a line to the jack though. Got a feather off the inside that might have just done enough to get in for shot. I think it has. Yep, marker indicates to Annabelle she's 1 down. Annabelle will run at that, misses. I think Natalie might just switch over to the forehand side, try and drop in underneath the 2 Annabelle Teague bowls. gets up and over her own. Might have made a couple. Could have pushed it onto the jack and got a big result moving it back. Would have risked dropping a shot though. Oh, Annabelle's confident she's got one. And that one that Natalie's agreed on. It wasn't one up she was signalling, it was just one shot. Going to use the old finger measure. I'm not a fan, but some people are. Natalie Lewis. She's leading. I'll make it 8-3. Mark will update our scoreboard in just a moment. Natalie, once again, she's just going to drop in behind. That's a very good starter. Not too far through. Good bowl from Annabelle. Jack high, holding shot. Oh, that looks to be a little on the wide side with this delivery. She's in the background urging it to swing. Just a bit wide, gave a little more of a push as well. Annabelle's just also given this one a bit of a push. A little chunk on her own bowl. I think she might have just snuck in for a second there as well. No real damage. Marco having a look. And she indicates that it is 2 to Annabelle at this point. Good thing for Natalie is, though, that orange bowl is jack high. It's a nice little guide just to draw it down on the edge of the Club Merrylands logo down to the jack. Just like this. Very well played. Oh, this looks on a good line too from Annie. This just to finish down to the jack. Oh, perfect line, just 40 to 50 centimetres or so of running needed. So one bowl each remaining. Natalie Lewis probably in the prime position here. Her shot bowl, only a matter of 5 or 7 centimetres or so behind the jack. She'll be really wanting to add another one in there. Repeat her previous bowl. Especially the grass line. Does not want to sit it next to the jack. She's just tightened it up a little bit. I think that one's good enough to count for 2. Oh, Annabelle, very close. Gets the jack through. Oh, she might have been a little unlucky again. One shot ashore. I'm going to put a tape on to make sure does look like 2 on screen, but on screen, not the best indicator always. I think it was a 2. 2 paddles being held up by our marker. So, yes, 2 further shots to Nat Lewis. I'm glad we're not broadcasting the match next door. Only for one reason. They both got blue bowls. Hard to tell apart. Annabelle Teague, her opener is a very good one. She's playing some reasonable bowls just at the moment. Natalie Lewis has got the answers. Natalie probably has been slightly more consistent at this point. Not sure who's got shot there. Natalie can sit Annabelle's bowl. Just going to go past. Got that one right in the middle. Should have been holding. Couple. Annabelle, she's going to switch over to the backhand side. She can also arrive down to Natalie Lewis's bowl or get a little toucher. Just not quite arriving, so just feel she's playing a little tentatively is Annabelle Teague. Not quite backing herself with all the confidence she appeared to have yesterday. Natalie, she's got a chance here just to draw it forehand. Slightly overplay it. You can get a chance to sit Annabelle's bowl. One roll, stay for 2, trail for 2. Do think Annabelle's probably holding shot here. She's got last bowl, so no real danger on that backhand side. Just use good weight, draw down. Just needs this to hold his line a little longer. Might well have snuck in there as well. 2 shots to Annabelle Teague. $10-5. Good grass line from Annabelle, just in behind. Might be a little bit over a metre though, maybe even a metre and a half. Plenty of room for Natalie Lewis. She's drawn the shot. Just going to pull up a little bit on the shy side, overcorrected the weight. Plenty of room still for Natalie. That's 2. Third bowl for Annabelle Teague. This is the one she really needs to produce the result with. Natalie holding 2. Nat holding 3. Looks like 3 live and on camera. So Annabelle Teague just wanders down. She'll have a look. Just trying to settle the nerves a little. Pretty crucial bowl here, I think. He misses this. Leaves it open for Natalie Lewis to make a count of 4 and go to a 14 shots to 5 lead. Which I think would be pretty huge. Draws the shot, just gives her a little bit of a settle the nerves. If she can get 1, she's still within 4. Very tight line though. Needs a little bit of luck and not going to get it. It's going to go between those bowls. Chance for Nat Lewis to take a very significant lead in this women's final of our 24-25 champion of club champions singles here at Club Merrylands. Really, this is a free kick, has to make it count. Well, it's drifted through, but I think it's pretty much still in the count. Might be a full bat to Nat. Two removed, 3 removed, and we'll look at the 4th one. Maybe the front bowl might just cut it out. I'm going to put the tape on it. tape on it, and it did show Annabelle's closer. So 3 more to Natalie Lewis. She gets the 13. And goes back to the longer length that she's been preferring when she's rolled the jack. Contrasting men's semi-finals. David Govan out to a very good lead. Jack McShane fought back after conceding the early lead to Darren Morrison. It's now all square. Natalie been very consistent so far, just slightly got the advantage over Annabelle Teague. It shows on the board. Natalie's just got more bowls in the area so far, and that's why she's in front. Annabelle just hasn't found her rhythm this morning. Misses her own, it might just be okay. That'll be the shot. Good bowl from Annie. Natalie Lewis, a couple of chances here, and pushed her own bowl onto the shot, ran through. I think she's made a couple. Annabelle really has to reach here. And weight is just a bit shy, but tight line again. Just need to increase that percentage of bowls they've got a chance to score. Annabelle overcorrected the weight this time through the ditch. It'll wave of the hands to say, well, what have I got to do? Two more shots to Natalie Lewis. She now leads 15-5. Once again, that's got a good opening bowl. Oh, Annabelle's just taken a time to talk with the coach just to settle down the nerves. That's a very good bowl from Annabelle. That just might steady the ship. So if you have just tuned in, you're watching the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel. We're coming to you live from Club Merrylands for the 2024-25 Champion Club Champion Singles. We're in the final of the women's event. Annabelle Teague of West Dubbo 5, trailing Natalie Lewis Merrylands 10. We have the men's semi-finals on the adjacent rinks. We will be broadcasting the men's final this afternoon. We are scheduled for 1 p.m. and start time subject to change depending on how quickly or slowly these semi-finals get completed. If we have a couple of one tight match, if that drags on, then obviously we can't start the final. We will give the players a minimum of 30 minutes between games for a bite to eat, a little lunch, refreshment. Well, Annabelle's just slid past. I think she's actually holding one shot there, so not sure what she was actually trying to do. So a chance here for Natalie. She can reach to her own bowl, turn it up onto the shot bowl or jack. She gets contact on the jack as well. She's got her own behind to catch. Just going to be a little on the narrow side with that attempt. Only holding one, might be just as well off to take a very cautious approach here. Maybe take the one. Or just play her forehand with a very cautious line and hope it only just gets back. Has gone out on the forehand side with that. Well, she's a bit narrow. I think she probably should have used a much more cautious line, but it's not too bad. It will be one to Annabelle. Annabelle does shorten that length up from what Natalie's been rolling. That's a little bit further up the green. The jack is quite a distance further up the green. Close for shot there. Annabelle's a little on the skinny side of that, but does turn her own bowl up a little. It might have made it a little closer. Natalie, she'll stick to that backhand side as well. Annabelle just slightly overplayed this. Don't mind the tactic though. Try and sit that white ball back. Be laying 3 shots. Very well pointed from Nat Lewis. Just sits on her own bowl. In behind. Oh, very close for shot. Not sure. Annabelle Teague. Last bowl for her on this end. Nat Lewis has one left though. Not too badly pointed. Wants to come off that bowl down to the other. Great bowl, Annabelle Teague. I think she's made a couple. So Natalie Lewis, couple down. Can get right down here. She can actually make a couple for herself by arriving to the jack and tucking it through the hole. Not going to get there though. Think that will be 2 to Annabelle Teague. Yep, 2 shots indicated. Annabelle fought back to 7-16 down and starts with a pretty good one. Actually, it's 8-15, according to our marker. So, Annabelle holding one. Natalie's first bowl, just a little bit on the shy side, a little tight, but that's good line. She's overcorrected the grass and not added the extra weight. So Annabelle is holding one. Just a little under the line. Going to slip underneath Nat's bowl there. A little bit of traffic on the short side on this end. Natalie needs this to hold up. Just get the inside of the last bowl, but it's going to run through. Annabelle's got to draw another counter. Probably the easiest is on the forehand. Try and just miss the bowl on the way in. Drop down to the jack. Yeah, gone out very safe line. Natalie, she might consider a little look for Annabelle's bowl. I think she's got the next couple, maybe two or three. If it was three, you'd almost think she'd be willing to go a bit brisk and try and just get that one a knock out of the head. Would need to go fairly quick to get through that gate, but here's 3 seconds. She probably has 2 or 3 seconds. She's got her own onto it. Good result. It'll be probably just the one, I think. Yep, one to Natalie. $16 shots to 8. Natalie Lewis leads. David Govan in total control of his semi-final against Emmy Palmer. Very close between Darren Morrison and Jack McShane. Natalie, a little disappointed with that, but she's holding two. Well, Annabelle gets second shot with that one. Just plopped down onto Natalie's bowl. Would have hoped to get the inside run and flop in. Unfortunately for Annabelle, she's got that one right in the middle. Pretty close here from Natalie Lewis. She's going to come back onto the Merrylands logo. That'll be 2 shots. Annabelle's just going to go underneath. Natalie, you're going to play the backhand draw as well. Plenty of chances here with a decent draw. She can get down and just cover that jack up, make it a lot harder for Annabelle. Just going to be a bit short though, and a little look down as a little roofle. Wanted that one to really get in and count, just to add a bit of pressure. As it is, though, it's a little eye worm in the way. Nice bowl of this end. Can't turn her own bowl over. Sails past. 2 shots to Nat Lewis, I think. We'll just edge closer to that magical 25 shot figure. First to score 25 wins our singles games. 2 to Natalie Lewis. Natalie. Forehand draw. Very good starter. Annabelle, not a bad answer. Just wants that to hold on. Oh, I think she's just out. Natalie doesn't need much different from her opening delivery. She's dropped a fair bit of weight off it. Annabelle watching this one intently. Not quite got the speed either. Marcus says that Natalie is holding. Goes underneath. Got a nice wide line on this one. Should be close to getting back to the jack. Just a fraction quick. He's still probably one to Nat Lewis there. One bowl each to play. Natalie looking to add a second shot. Really does need another one in there. It's a very lonely little petunia. And, well, it's second there. Before that, Annabelle had a chance to play with a fair bit of confidence to rip that one out. But Natalie's now got two in that head. Probably holding two as well. Looking to draw a shot with the last bowl here. Very close. Got the edge and ran on. Very well bowled, Annabelle Teague. Has she done enough to get a second shot there? One for sure. Just a little circle. It's the one, I think. Yep, one shot to Annabelle Teague. Nine, 16. 18, sorry. 18. Just going to have a brief moment of silence. very good head from the girls here. Natalie holding one. Very good shot. She's holding. Annabelle can just crack an egg on the shot bowl. She's got the ones immediately behind. Goes too far though. She'll be Natalie, she might even consider playing a little bit of weight to this shot bowl. Comes around and sits the orange back. She could make 2 or 3. Makes contact with her own shot bowl. The jack springs back. She should get a couple. Might just try and draw as well. Well, Nat, jack back to the longer length that she has been preferring throughout this match. That's pretty much at the tee. $19 shots to 9. Then draws pretty much a front toucher. Starting to heap the pressure on now. Wow, Annabelle, very good effort. Gets a touch on the shot bowl, just pops it in behind the jack. Annabelle, well, she's trying to reach for this one, just hasn't quite got the width required. Very well pointed from Nat. It's just going to drop in behind. Oh, a bit more intent on this one from Annabelle. She's just got the inside of her own bowl and run on. Just hasn't been her day. I'm just checking to see what it is. Well, it's going for Natalie Lewis's way at the moment. Didn't quite get the result there, and well, it's going to be 2 shots agreed on. Well, it's another good start from Nat Lewis. You're just starting to really take a stranglehold here. And that's a game where Annabelle Teague just hasn't been able to get the results. We've had a look to see whether it's feasible to move the cameras across to cover another game if this one does finish a little early. Unfortunately, we don't think we can safely place the cameras across there with the cables taped down. We'd have to move them and they'd be, well, we can't do it safely. Annabelle, there's still hope. She's very close to a snuck in to get shot there. Natalie just going down to have a look. Natalie having a little run at this one. So, Annabelle Teague holding one, it looks like. It seems that David Govan, he's booked his berth in the men's final this afternoon. All the Newcastle fans cheering. Very parochial Newcastle people, the Novocastrians. So 1-2 Annabelle. And his first bowl, a little over a metre short. That draws the shot. Well, Annabelle still can win this game, but she really does, to state the obvious, have to start doing this more often and very regularly, getting the shot. Nat Lewis only needs another 4 to claim the title. Just ball fell over. Still shot. I don't think Nat Lewis would have hit it anyway. Two shots to Annabelle here. Annabelle Teague, pretty sure she's the youngest finalist for a state championship event, singles or teams, not sides. We do know that Dylan Skinner and Jono Davis were both 15 when they won their state championships. Jono won the champion of club champion singles at the age of 15. Dylan was 15 when he won the state triples, along with Benny Glasson and Gary Willis. I think Dylan might have actually been a little bit younger than Oh, great ball from Nat Lewis. Draws in. I think that one is shot. Yep, 1 to Natalie. Oh, she's just getting things right, is Natalie Lewis. And this would be the second time in 3 years that one of the Nerona twins has taken out the Champion of Champions singles title. Because Sam, she won it 2 years ago. Oh, that's very good bowl from Natalie. Annabelle played in the under 15 girls singles at the recent New South Wales State Junior Championships and actually won the under 15 girls singles just over a year ago at Warilla. Played at Merimbula in the under 15 this year. Well, very safe line with that one. Just gone a bit wide. And Annabelle was trying to get a result. It's just pushed it a little bit through. Natalie, looking to the back, has pushed that one right through to the ditch. Oh, great ball from Annabelle. Gets the shot, pushes Natalie's through. Natalie, one down. Oh, not quite got the speed on that one required. Annabelle Teague. Well, this is a bit of a free kick, really. Plenty of room to draw in a second. Annabelle just looking to draw round the short Natalie Lewis bowl. Very well pointed. Oh, I don't think she's quite got there. Played a little bit cautiously. One to Annabelle. Annabelle, a little disappointed there. Just hasn't quite got hold of the speed and width of this green today. Natalie, well, it's a reasonable start. She's just a little bit short, but is shot. Annie, well, just a little bit shy with that one. Natalie switches over to the backhand side. Don't know if that's quite got there far enough. Annabelle Teague. She's still just 14 years old. Playing in a state final. I'm sure we'll hear more of this young lady in the years to come. Certainly did play in the under 15 singles this year. Natalie Lewis, that one's the shot. Certainly closer to the jack on the Merrylands logo than the actual jack, but still very good bowl. Annabelle wants it to get round that. It's all the way through. Well, Natalie Lewis, she can nearly wrap up game with this bowl. Sit Annabelle's back one. Just turn one of her own short ones up and run on. She's on track to do it. Certainly pushed one of her own up. I think that'll be just the two though. I don't think the last bowl's run on enough, but she's certainly having a look. Two shots. Natalie Lewis, 24. leads Annabelle Teague 11. Once again, she's Jack back near the tee. Matt near the tee. Jack on the Club Merrylands logo. I mean, fairly consistent with the Jack length when Nat's had the mat. Annabelle, well, it's do or die now. Natalie Lewis, all but game. Natalie just going to run a little bit through. Still 1 to Annabelle at this stage. Reminder, we will bring you the men's final this afternoon. There will be a 30-minute break between semi-final and final. That's the men's semi-final. We'll need a 30-minute break. Players given that half an hour to get a meal and refreshment before launching into the next game. Natalie Lewis, well, could that be the bowl that seals the title for her? Annabelle Teague down game. Just sails past. Natalie should be really looking to draw another one in, switched over to the forehand side. Just going to go past. Annabelle Teague down game. Very close. She's got it. Well, Natalie Lewis had to watch on as her bowl was ripped out of the head. Two to Annabelle. Natalie Lewis leads 24 shots to 13 now. That's a reasonable start from Annabelle. Oh, Nat's just going to drop a little bit short here. And he wants to get around that. And she's just going to slide past. Holding 2 now. Just a bit short. Oh, this critical bowl for Annabelle Teague here. Needs to nail this one. Really just wants to nail this down. Put the pressure on Natalie. Say, well, you've got to earn it. You're not just going to waltz to it. Might be 2. Marcus says 1, measure for more. But plenty of room, really, for Natalie Lewis. Just wants to draw inside the back orange bowl to the left of screen. Pretty close with this one. Oh, just out, I think. Mark has a close look and says to Annabelle, yeah, holding 1. I think she's got to stick with that backhand side, try and just draw down. Toucher would be perfect to make 3. She's going to come and have a look. Oh, I thought this might have been the moment that Natalie Lewis confirmed the win. But next bowl, Annabelle ripped that one out. Annabelle, good line here. Wants this to get right back down to the jack. Needs that to run. Oh, don't know if it's made it. So Natalie Lewis, could this be the moment she claims the singles title? She's watching it intently. Oh, might be a measure. It's 1 more to Annabelle. 24-14 now. Annabelle's just won a couple of ends in a row. Very big task, though, to get back. She still needs to score 11-0. Jack high. Well, close enough. Just got the edge of that one and ran through. Be close for shot. Annabelle didn't like that one. You saw just the little look down and the grimace, and that's why she knew she'd pull the grass line inside. Probably just a tad heavy as well. Natalie. This looks to be just a bit short. Last shot's proving elusive. A little bit on the short side. Natalie wants this to arrive. It's done in... Oh, it's fallen over, so it might not quite have done enough. So Nat just drop down. Annabelle just decides to come down, settle the nerves, have a look. She knows what she's got to do. Haven't seen an indication, so I'm not really sure who's got shot here. Oh. Compatriot says he thinks it's Annabelle. Wants to get it one in there just to make sure of it, though. Oh, just sails past the jack. Well, we'll know if Natalie thinks she's got shot. If she thinks she's got shot, she won't go and play her last one. And it is Natalie Lewis, who's confirmed as champion. She wins 25-14 over Annabelle Teague. So Merrylands prevails over West Dubbo in the Champion of Champions singles final for the women for 24-25 for New South Wales. So Natalie Lewis will now go on to represent New South Wales in the Australian Champion of Champions later this year. Don't forget, we'll be back live with you this afternoon for the final of the men's Champion of Club Champion singles. Just give you one last update of the score. Ben's about to put that on the board. Jack McShane leading 21 shots to 16 over Darren Morrison. We unfortunately cannot move our cameras over. What I'll try and do is just see if I can focus them across. Don't think that's going to be that successful. It's Natalie's bowls coming back. Can't successfully get the cameras across there for you to view, so we will join you live this afternoon for the be sure to join us then. But for now, it's farewell from Merrylands Bowling Club.